Researchers studying leading longevity have found that people over 65 who follow a specific 5-minute morning routine are living up to 2 decades longer than those who don't. This isn't just about living longer. It's also about having more energy, sharper thinking, and better health during those extra years. Today, I'm going to share this exact morning routine that top medical experts believe could add up to 20 vibrant, healthy years to your life. Something that 99% of seniors are completely missing. Did you know that what you do in the first 5 minutes after waking up could determine whether you live to be 85 or 105? Allow me to introduce you to Harold, a retired engineer from Ohio who is 68 years old. Harold was experiencing deteriorating health 2 years ago. His energy was dwindling. His joints were aching all the time, and his doctor had given him alarming news regarding his heart condition. Harold was afraid he wouldn't live to see his grandchildren grow up when his neighbor, a retired doctor, shared a straightforward 5-minute morning routine with him, but he was skeptical. Harold made the decision to give it a try to see what he might lose, and after a few weeks he saw noticeable progress. His doctor was astounded by Harold's test results 6 months later. At 70, his biological indicators are similar to those of a healthy 55-year-old. Harold says, "I feel like I've been given a second chance at life, and that all it took was altering the way he begins his days." What is this life exactly? Altering the morning routine. Let's dissect it into the 5 crucial components that you must put into practice beginning tomorrow morning. The first is the morning hydration program. Did you know that your body's response to illness can be influenced by the first beverage you drink after waking up? The morning hydration protocol involves more than just drinking water. It also involves taking the ideal liquid at the ideal temperature, at the ideal moment. Dr. Benjamin Walker, Director of Morning Hydration of Geriatric Medicine at the Cleveland Clinic, explains that after 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is in a critical state of dehydration. Overnight, seniors lose almost a pint of water through respiration and perspiration, creating a dangerous state where blood becomes thicker, increasing the risk of clots and placing extraordinary stress on the heart, especially in the morning hours when stroke and heart attack risk peaks. Consider the case of Shirley, a 73-year-old retired Minneapolis teacher who for years began her day with coffee, without realizing that this habit was literally raising her blood pressure to dangerous levels every morning. Her cardiologist found that her morning dehydration was making her heart work 31% harder than usual, and after she adopted the proper morning hydration protocol, her cardiovascular markers significantly improved in just 17 days. After 6 months, her doctor informed her that she had reversed a number of risk factors that had been developing for years. Here's exactly what you need to do tomorrow morning. Fetch 16 ounces of room temperature water with a quarter lemon squeezed into it before your feet touch the floor and before you even sit up completely. The water needs to be at room temperature. Blood is caused by cold water. The precise steps to follow as soon as you get out of bed are to stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, raise your arms above your head gently, take a deep breath, descend them slowly, and then rotate your shoulders backward 5 times. The complete exercise, which takes only 60 seconds, significantly increases blood flow to your brain and vital organs when they are most vulnerable. Go forward 5 times, then perform 10 mild heel rises, rising onto your toes and dropping back down. Don't neglect this important step. Element 3. The protein timing method. Your future self may thank you for years of increased mental clarity and stroke prevention. If you can commit to incorporating these easy morning motions starting tomorrow, your brain depends on oxygen to function and thrive. What if I told you that your diet within the first hour of waking up has a greater effect on your longevity and muscle preservation than everything else you eat throughout the day? This isn't hyperbole. New research from the National Institute on Aging has shown that seniors' timing of protein intake is crucial. The body experiences accelerated muscle loss between 3 and 8 a.m. after age 65, which is precisely when most seniors are consuming little to no protein, according to Rebecca Fleming, a nutrition gerontologist. Research indicates that those who consume at least 25-30 grams of high-quality protein within 30 minutes of waking up have 64% less muscle deterioration over a 5-year period than those who delay protein intake. Thomas, a 70-year-old retired postal worker from San Diego, underwent a remarkable transformation after using the morning protein timing method. In just 90 days, he had regained vital muscle tissue and his balance. Despite maintaining an active lifestyle, Thomas had been losing muscle mass at an alarming rate, making daily tasks more challenging. His doctor measured his lean muscle mass and found it dangerously low. Thomas reports that he feels stronger now than he did 5 years ago, and that his energy levels have increased dramatically. Following your hydration regimen, you should ingest 25 to 30 g of easily digestible protein within 30 minutes of waking up. The ideal sources are premium whey protein shakes. For vegans, combine 4 to 5 egg whites with 1 whole egg or 4 ounces of Greek yogurt with a scoop of protein powder. A plant-based protein drink with rice and pea protein or 1 cup of cottage cheese will work. Don't undervalue how important this timing is. Consistency is key. This needs to be done inside that crucial 30-minute window every morning. Will you dedicate yourself to safeguarding your muscles with this easy morning protein routine? Element 4. The 90-second mobility sequence. Did you know that your joints and muscles are up to 70% more susceptible to injury in the first 30 minutes after waking up? Muscle loss is not just about appearance. It's directly linked to fall risk, metabolic health, and longevity. Many seniors who experience a key window of stiffness end up with chronic pain, decreased mobility, and dependency. But your story doesn't have to be that way. Dr. Jonathan Becker, a leading rheumatologist, warns that morning joint stiffness is not only uncomfortable but potentially harmful. Research indicates that seniors who perform targeted mobility exercises as soon as they wake up report 71% less chronic pain and 58% less joint deterioration over time. Orthopedic specialists at the Mayo Clinic have discovered that synovial fluid, the lubricant for your joints, thickens overnight, creating dangerous friction with your first movements of the day. For years, Donna, an 82-year-old Tampa grandma, battled with escalating joint pain that made daily tasks all but impossible. Mornings were particularly challenging because of her stiffness. Her morning pain drastically diminished within weeks after her orthopedist introduced her to this 90-second mobility sequence, since her agony was so terrible that she could hardly dress herself. 6 months later, she was able to move with ease and even play with her grandchildren, something she had previously believed would never be possible. I regained my independence, thanks to this easy regimen, Donna tells. After your circulation reset, follow these precise 90-second steps. Rotate your ankles 10 times in each direction while sitting on the edge of your bed. Then rotate each knee 10 times in gently circular motions. If necessary, stand and perform 5 mild side bends in each direction. Avoid letting joint stiffness gradually take away your freedom by rotating your torso gently 5 times in each direction, and then rolling your shoulders backward 10 times. These movements spread synovial fluid throughout your joints, giving essential lubrication when you're most vulnerable. The fifth aspect is the mental clarity exercise. Spend 90 seconds on prevention every morning or during doctor's appointments. Or later, include this easy sequence into your daily routine and observe how much better your body feels throughout the day. By activating neural pathways that typically deteriorate with age, the final component of this life-extending morning routine only takes 60 seconds, yet it could preserve your brain from age-related deterioration. Are you performing this vital brain-saving exercise? According to neuroscientist Dr. William Hayes, neurologists at Stanford University's Brain Longevity Center have found that specific mental exercises done right after waking up can boost the creation of BDNF, or brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein necessary for the health of brain cells. The brain is most open to creating new synaptic connections in the early hours of the morning. According to study, seniors who complete particular cognitive tasks within 30 minutes of waking up retain cognitive capacities comparable to those who are 15 to 20 years younger. Edward, a 79-year-old retired Chicago lawyer, started having alarming memory loss, making routine chores harder, and he was concerned that he may have dementia like his. After just 2 months of regular practice, Edward's father's neurologist suggested this particular morning mental clarity exercise. Edward reports that not only did his memory problems improve, but tests revealed a notable improvement in a number of cognitive markers. This is the precise 60-second workout you should do every morning. Shut your eyes and recite yesterday's major events in reverse order: what you ate for dinner, lunch, and breakfast.
who you spoke to most recently, what you wore earlier, and any places you visited. This backward recall compels your brain to create new neural pathways instead of depending on pre-existing memory patterns. If something gets simple, make it harder by going back 2 days or including more information. Don't wait to act until you become aware of memory issues. Prevention is significantly more successful than therapy. Your brain's health affects your quality of life more than anything else. Will you take the time every morning to safeguard your most valuable possession? These 5 components may appear straightforward, but when combined, they provide a potent synergy that top researchers estimate might extend your life by up to 20 years. Imagine what you would do if you had an additional 20 years of good health. Spending 5 minutes every morning might help you see your grandchildren grow up, travel to destinations you've always wanted to see, and follow your passions that you never had time for. Potentially, remember Harold's transformation. He adopted all 5 components into his morning routine, and within months, his health markers had significantly improved. His blood pressure had returned to normal. His joint pain had decreased by more than 80%, and his cognitive testing revealed that he was functioning at the level of a person who was 15 years younger. His doctor was shocked by the turnaround, stating that he rarely observes such thorough improvement in patients over 65. By addressing all 5 of these areas within the first half of your day, you're preparing yourself for not just a better morning but possibly decades of improved health. These 5 morning components work together to address the most important aspects of aging: circulation, hydration, muscle preservation, joint health, and cognitive function. This is about giving your years more life, not about extending your life. This 5-minute exercise could mean the difference between surviving your older years and struggling through them. What would it mean to you to stay independent, active, and sharp-minded long into your 90s or beyond? You deserve to enjoy every year of your life in the finest possible health because you've worked so hard for it.
If this information was helpful to you, please hit the like button now and leave a comment below stating which of these 5 components you plan to use tomorrow morning. You can also subscribe and enable notifications to get more life-changing health secrets that most doctors never tell their patients. You could be giving someone you care about who is over 65 the gift of many more years of active life if you share this video with them.